I'm Josh Green with Real Estate Top Performers. I'm here today with David Bediz and Carey Riel. And we're here to talk about
winning the offer. So in today's market, the inventory is as low as it's ever been. Interest rates are also near their record lows. And it just means that there's more buyers out there able to buy and less property to buy. That always means that you're going to have competition on the properties that people want the most. So how do you write an offer that's going to win in today's market? First step, first, is to talk to a lender like Carey. You got to find out what you can afford, because if you don't know what you can afford, you might be looking at a property that's really below what you can afford, and you might not like it as much. But also, importantly, you might be looking at a property that is way out of your range, and you shouldn't be looking at that property.
And then you're going to fall in love with it, and you're not going to want any other properties.
Yeah, it's really important when you speak to a lender. A lot of times increase your budget. If you're looking at particular properties online, it's extremely helpful to take that sales price and increase it, especially in this market, because 9 times out of 10, that property is going to sell for higher than what it's listed for. So it's a good reason to go in there and run the numbers a little bit higher.
And that brings me to point number 2. How do you win the offer? If you're up against 5 other offers that are out there for the same property, it's going to be like that for every single property that you're really interested in. It just is. That's the market we're in. So if you want to avoid losing 5 times in a row and possibly even win on the first try, there are a couple tips that you can do to make sure that your offer is winning. What's that?
Make sure you use us. We're the best team out there.
That's true. A title company is an important decision in the offer process, and knowing that you can work with a title company that can get the deal done quickly and with as little hassle as possible is super important. Working with a lender that you know can get you to settlement is also a super important decision too. But part of the process is deciding what contingencies to include in the contract. And certainly you want to make the contract as clean as possible for the seller. That'll make it as attractive. Even if you don't have the highest price, you might win because your contingency terms are so much better.
And it's also important, and I'm just going to put my 2 cents in, even though you guys don't care. It's really the agent thinking outside the box when they are making an offer with 5 or 6 other people, and really setting your offer apart, whether that be maybe writing a personal letter about your family and why you want this house, to try to take it from being transactional to making you into a person. And I think, using the Bediz group, they specialize in that, and their offers get accepted more times than not, from what I found.
What are you, an agent now? You're doing my job?
And also, it's very important as a team that we all communicate with a listing agent. We go in there and we have conversations with them about you as a purchaser, and we share your strengths, and we just go in there and make you look like a superstar to win that offer.
As a listing agent, I see the difference between winning offers and losing offers all the time, because on every property that we list, we get 5 to 10 offers, and one offer is the winner and all the rest are losers. So what makes a losing offer? A losing offer is often the one where the buyer agent didn't even talk to me. They never found out what my clients wanted. They never found out when my clients wanted to move or whether they needed a rent back, for example. And a rent back is almost a free way of making the seller's life a lot easier. So why wouldn't you include that if they need it? Another important thing is that if you've got 25, 35% to put down, you obviously can afford to pay if there's a little bit of a gap between the appraised value and the contract price. So it's really important that if you're at that point, you might want to consider removing the appraisal contingency. And by that token, if you're at that point and you're really confident with your finances, and we can be pretty certain that the property is going to be able to get financing, then why are we using a financing contingency there in the first place? That's only weakening your offer and adding a protection that you may not really need. These are important questions. These are questions that you can't always answer on your own. So that's why it's really important to have a lender at your back that can give you the straight truth about your finances, and also a realtor who can give you the straight truth about the market, what it'll take to win. And then once you get to title, it'll be a walk in the park, right?
Hey, that's what we look for. So I think what you could take from this is, if you don't see your agent asking you questions and asking the other agent questions, you might want to look for another agent.
And I think those are some great tips to get a winning offer. So thanks again for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're at Bediz Group on Instagram, facebook.com/Bediz Group, and of course, www.bediz.com.
See Real Deal.
Yeah.
We are at Mortgage Link, and we are at See Real Deal. That's CRIELDIEL.
That's not real deal, DEAL.
Mm-mm.
So like, subscribe, and share if you like our content. Real estate top performers.